What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel, the 10K Property Report. In today's video, we're going to discuss how you can still purchase a property for $5,000, but there's a catch, and I'll get right into it. So let's start. So this is a property in Illinois, and I'll get into the pictures first so we can kind of run down. Again, it's $5,000. It's 1,250 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. One of the first issues that I saw was that it did not have any additional pictures. And a lot of times realtors do take these pictures on the outside because either they don't have access to the inside, meaning it may not be as stable as they want to when they step foot in the home. They don't want to fall through a floor, or the age of the home, which I'll discuss in a second, may inhibit them from just going in there. Basically, they don't necessarily feel comfortable to enter the home, which is one reason why they may not have interior pictures. Anything could be in there, or anyone could be in the home. So they say, I'll just take pictures of the outside and, kind of just put it on the market and hope for the best, especially at that price point. So here are some pictures. Here is the second picture that they have. Looking at the home closely, mind you, looking at the home closely, it looks okay from my view. However, I do want to encourage you to understand that this home was built in the 1900s. So inevitably, there will be a lot of repairs that needs to be made. All right. I'm going to get to the details as far as the description in just a second. But I do see, I don't know if this is overgrowth or what, but you can see vaguely like the back of the home looks detached right here. There's a piece off. And in the description, which I'll read in just a second, it does mention that there was a tree that fell in the back of the home. I don't know if it fell on the home or not, but that is a note that we need to take into consideration when we're looking at this property. So let me go back to the listing and scroll down to the actual description. And it says, charming home located at the address. This is great for renovation and features 1,250 square feet footage. By the way, never really take the words of a realtor's description with a grain of salt, because it may not be great for renovation. It may, and it may not. So that's a part of your due diligence, and not just to trust the realtor. Obviously, they want to sell it regardless of how much it costs. They will still get a commission off of this. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the description and they're telling you what you can do with it. Just know that you have to do your own due diligence and get contractors. If you are a contractor, I always suggest, if you are a contractor, you are saving yourself a lot of money. However, you need to get those estimates to see how much it will actually cost to get it up and running and determine an exit strategy. You may want to rent this property long term. You may want to use it as an Airbnb. You may want to, especially if it's near, not utilities, but a major city, things to do. It could work as an Airbnb potentially. Or you just may want to flip the property, okay? So there are many possibilities. It says, this is great for renovation and features 1,250 square feet, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, but has room for an addition for a master bed bath if extending the rear of the home. There's a fireplace in the living room. That's nice. And I did see the chimney, the brick chimney. And the lot is next to a well-kept large open area that offers tranquility in a town area. It has recently been serviced for all tree and shrub removal. That's what I saw in one of those pictures. It did appear that trees were removed, so that's good. We have found that a tree had fallen on the rear of the property and is in need of repair. The property is conveniently situated near local amenities and offers a peaceful setting with easy access to everything you need. Don't miss this opportunity. That sounds fantastic, right? But it is $5,000 and we have to figure out why. Well, this is the catch for me. When I scrolled down, I didn't necessarily see a zestimate for the rental potential in this area. I can do research, which I know how to do, the research to see how much this property could rent for long term. I was also looking at the neighborhood. So I like to look at the neighborhood via Google Earth. If I can scroll up, I did see the Google Earth earlier. And to see the pride of ownership within that area. Let me see, did they have the Google Earth? I would definitely look at the foundation of the home. A lot of times that is a major, I don't know if this is just a stain or what, but a lot of times that is a major repair. just knowing that this home is from the 1900s, it was built in the 1900s, there would be a ton of major repairs. You would have to modernize everything in the home, from my best guess. Again, we don't have interior pictures, but from my best guess, you have to modernize the entire home. You will also have to look for lead, asbestos, everything that is hazardous within a home may be in this home as well. I would also be concerned about the roof. Because I don't necessarily see an angle where the tree fell, and I don't know if it fell on the roof. It didn't mention that in the details in the description. However, that could have easily been an issue with this home, which we don't see. There are no pictures of the back of the home. So there's a lot of repairs to be made with this home, and that could be very costly. Now, do the comps support that in this area? Maybe, and maybe not, right? So I did find it. So this is the Google Earth representation of the property. And here is where it is. If I come, see, this is the subject property, right? So it just looks like a hill or something like that. And as you can see, the homes are fairly close together. The neighborhoods that I tried to look for don't necessarily look like this as far as like spacing. However, again, it's $5,000 for a home. What do you really expect? And can't be too picky. But you would have to definitely have an exit strategy here that makes sense. If you're trying to remodel this home, that could be let me see. This could be the tree right here. Potentially. Okay, it looks like, let me see. That could be the tree that they're referring to. It's just overgrown in general. And the good thing about this home that I see is it doesn't have a crawl space, a crawl space can have a ton of issues, right? So that's one thing it has going for itself, in my opinion. And like I said, if I were interested in this home, I would try to get it for lower than $5,000. 3-bedroom, no, it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath for this one. And yeah. And what I was referring to about the apartments across the street, these actually look abandoned. This is from September 2024. So this is fairly old. They may have been purchased, but I was even thinking about a potential to reach out to these folks to see what's going on with these apartment complex. But that is not the property or the subject property we're talking about today. We're talking about this property that clearly is overgrown and needs to be gone. I would also look into how many, are there any code violations associated with this property? Because there could be. If you look at it, the city or the county will go around and ding this property because it looks the way it looks. It looks potentially blight. It looks hazardous to the community, and also is vacant. So a lot of things can happen in those vacant properties. A lot of illegal things can happen in those vacant properties. So I would check a couple things. Code violations for this property. I would check the taxes to ensure that the homeowner is current with the taxes. If they are not current, then that could be problematic, and you want to make sure that they pay those taxes, which they typically do at closing. They would have to pay the taxes that are owed, and get that title search information on this home to ensure that there are no other liens associated with it, which that is standard when you buy or sell. When you sell a home, the realtor does a title search on it and everything. So I would definitely get that information to ensure that you are buying a free and clear property. And if that is the case and the repairs don't exceed the profit that you would make, this could be, again, it could be a good deal, just depending on the comps in the area. And I didn't see comps that would support the home too much unless I just overlooked it. But yeah, you can find properties for $5,000 in 2026 and beyond, but just know that there will be a catch. The catch is typically the repairs that need to be made. But I think when you go into it knowing your exit strategy up front, that's important to know what your plan is with the property. I think that helps you to determine whether it's a good buy or not. All right. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. I truly do appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, put 10K in the comment section. Until next time, guys, you stay blessed. Peace.